Hi guys. So I am back in lockdown today again. I know it's not a laughing matter, but I was just thinking that finally time to just head out, and I did for about 2 or 3 days, which was a welcome change. But now I've heard that the cases are once again increasing, so I'm back home and this entire setup for you guys. Today I wanted to do like a happy reading, a hopeful reading. It is also a reading that I want to dedicate to one of my really good friends, Neha. Right, I had just recently gone out with Neha for for a lovely Sunday lunch. It was Sunday, I think. I'm not sure, Neha, correct me if I'm wrong, but whatever, it was amazing, and I just wanted to dedicate this reading to her. I will get to the topic, but before I do, I want to show this really beautiful ring that she gifted to me. It's very elegant. Thank you so very much, Neha, and as a note of thank you, I am dedicating this reading to you today. As you can see, the setup is roses, so it is going to be a romantic one. And so the topic of today is, who is your happily ever after and how is it going to happen? Okay, so whoever, like this, we are talking about your, the person you end up with, or, will be in a relationship long term with. So if you're not really looking at a romantic reading, this is not the one for you. But for people who want all the works, this is the reading for you guys. And as you can see, I'm sporting Neha's gift. There are so many roses here, and just check out this ring of mine. Oh my God, I mean, it's humongous. I mean, it's humongous, but it is roses. So I thought, like, where the hell am I going to wear it again? So I might as well wear it here. So in dedication to love, I mean, I love romantic readings somehow, personally, if you see on my channel as well, I think, 50% of my readings are spiritual and 50% are romantic. So, well, this is called being, in love with love. I'm sure a lot of us here are like that. And, well, it makes life fun, right? It makes it easy to live with, something to look forward to. So today we are going to look at something to look forward to in terms of romance and love. All right, and we are looking at like someone you would end up with, so you're happily ever after. In front of you are 3 piles, pile 1, 2 and 3. Pile 1 is the purple rose. Pile 2 is the red rose, and pile 3 is the peach rose. Okay, so please pause your videos and pick your pile. You can zoom in if you want, and then we'll start. Right guys, so let's start with pile 1. Okay, please excuse me if I hit my hand continuously on the camera and make it shake. I think I will never get used to that. Okay, so the purple rose, right? Who is your happily ever after and how is it going to happen? So let's see. Pile number 1. Flexible, number 19. Action, I step into my glorious future with determination and power. From the tarot, we have 4 of swords. Oh my God, this is a scary one. 4 of swords. Please don't get worried because 4 of swords is generally about healing. the Emperor, the Thinking Man. Okay, that's a lot like the Emperor. And Embracing the Future. Please give me a minute, guys. I'm just trying to assimilate. I hope this is, yes, you can see all of them. Okay, so guys, what I'm really getting here is that, I don't know why, but the first thing that is coming to me is that you guys need to be flexible with this person. Okay, I am sensing that the person who is your happily ever after is actually a person who is going through a lot of healing at perhaps at this time or whenever, just prior to your meeting, during your meeting. I'm sensing this person is somebody you know, who has gone through some really painful stuff. You know, with the Four of Swords here, I'm getting that, you know, this is like fears, right? This person has fears. They are trapped by their thoughts and their fears, and you will and perhaps they've, you know, they overthink things and are a little rigid with the Thinking Man. And you know, the Four of Swords here, I'm seeing that your person is somebody who is, you know, they overthink. Perhaps they might be very rigid in their thinking also. They might be very strategic, very planned, very logical, you know, because the Emperor is the masculine energy, and I feel that you are the one who's going to have to be the one to be more flexible with this person, because they have you know, inner wounds, inner fears, and it might not be you know, that they will be able to embrace you know, like a connection. They might not be able to embrace a connection with you immediately, you know, because this person is still, probably when you guys meet, I think this person might still be having their fears, and you know, they might still be just thinking about it, you know, just you know, like kind of trapped is what I'm feeling. And so you are the one who will have to be patient, right? With the Thinking Man here, I'm sensing that, you know, this connection with you is going to clear this person's doubts a lot. I do sense that this person is kind of silent, you know, not very talkative, perhaps somebody who is you know, kind of like a loner, maybe a person you know, who is a bit of a recluse, I'm getting. I also get with this Thinking Man that this is a person who's financially quite well off. I mean, I am seeing with the Emperor and the Thinking Man here, this person is quite stable, perhaps in their career, perhaps financially. This person is quite stable, right? I'm seeing this man wearing very good clothes and stuff like that. So this person is definitely somebody who is quite well off, right, financially. Maybe career-wise also this person is doing really well, because I'm seeing that with the Emperor card here, perhaps they are in some very important position. They have to make plans and actions. I'm also getting like a very specific message that some of them might be architects or something to do with engineering or something like that. But this person is good, you know, is quite stable, I sense, very logical as well. Quite a masculine energy, a person who once they commit to you are not going to, you know, back out, right? But I sense this person overthinks, you know, they overthink connections because of the fears they have had in the past, right? I do feel that something really scary happened in the past, scary in sense of, you know, love. I think that this person might still be healing when you first meet, right? For someone specifically, I'm getting that this person might be having nightmares, right? They might be getting up like in a panic or something like that, and you know, this person probably has nightmares. Okay, so this person would be in a very healing kind of an energy, or please apply it as it fits, because you know, sometimes these readings switch. Maybe you are the one who is going to be in this kind of an energy, and your person has to be flexible with you, right? Now I do sense that with you being flexible, with you being more understanding, compromising, you know, with this person, it's going to make this person sort of, you know, like rethink this connection. They are going to start getting clearer. Their fears are going to start sort of dwindling, is what I'm hearing. Okay, because here is a man looking at a clear quartz crystal, and clear quartz is for clarity. So I think you're going to set this person thinking about, you know, the stability of this connection. I'm also seeing that this is a number 10 and this is a number 10. So you being flexible with this person, with their fears, perhaps sometimes with their rigidity and their dominance, and their rational minded thinking. I think you, you know, you need to really keep being flexible, and you being flexible is going to make this person see that you are dependable. Okay, I'm sensing a lot of this kind of a vibe. So it might be that this connection might take a little bit of time for you to establish, you know, your solidity in this person's life. Like, you know, they are going to start trusting you. I think this person might even have trust issues. This person might start trusting you when you are sticking around with them for a while. I am sensing like 4 years or something like that. But, you know, apply that as it fits. We have 2 4s. Emperor is a 4. This is also a 4, right? I feel that once you have been with this person for a while, right, this person is going to start thinking about this connection very clearly, and then they are going to take some sort of action, all right, and embrace the future. When I see these 2 cards, it says action. I step into my glorious future with determination and power, and embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart. Now, this is exactly what I was saying. This person perhaps, you know, keeps their heart very, very guarded, all right? But with you being there, supporting them constantly, being there for them, is going to make this person crack that hard shell and open their heart. All right. And obviously, when we are saying embracing the future, we are talking about, you know, your happily ever after. So this is like, you know, this person willing to take this journey of commitment and marriage, or whatever your happily ever after is. Okay, this is your person sort of embracing the future, okay, with an open heart, without having these suspicions, without thinking too much, without having too many fears. With action, I'm getting, it says, I step into my glorious future with determination and power. I do sense that your person, after putting in quite a bit of thought into this connection, into your connection, into, you know, analyzing you, I think your person is going to take action. All right, it could be vice versa also, but mostly we are looking at who is your happily ever after. So I do sense that this is the person who is going to take action. All right, I am seeing a woman with a bow and arrow, you know, kind of trying to hit her target, which is this star. So like I said, you know, this is a person who's very determined. They are someone who strategizes, plans, you know, and I sense this is what's going to happen after they start having this clarity about you, about your connection, about the kind of person you are. I think this person is going to kind of start making some sort of plans, okay, and then they're going to kind of zero in, they're going to take action. I sense they are the ones mostly who is going to be, confessing that they want to be with you, that they want to share this future with you. But be prepared for this person being either a bit hot and cold, or not very stable, initially in the connection. All right, because I am sensing that this person is someone who has wounds, all right, past wounds, because they might be healing when you guys meet. But however, the one thing you do need to know about this person is that when they are sure, they are very, very sure. Okay, it's like, I don't know, I'm remembering that poem. I don't know, what was it? When she was bad, she was horrid. It's something like that. Initially we have all of these cards, like the thinking man, 4 of swords and stuff, and then suddenly we have emperor, action, embracing the future. So I'm like seeing this divided into like 2 sections. The initial part of your connection is going to be a little trying, I'm sensing. Okay, you will have to compromise on things. You might doubt, but you are asked to be compromising. You are asked to be flexible, because this is like, a person. There might also be things like balance issues here. You might have to balance out your energies, maybe not be someone who's very overgiving, but neither be someone who is like, overbearing or dominant, right? You will have to be constantly balancing in this connection initially. All right, because it's almost like, when you balance, it heals this person. All right, it's like a sort of mirror effect, right? So you are the one who will have to do the heavy weight, the heavy lifting, okay, initially, I feel, in this connection. And after that, once this person has come out of their shadows and fears, I really feel that they are going to come forward and just make everything unfold in one go. I'm literally sensing that this person might even have, like, when they come across to you, they will have like a very clear plan of action. Like, for example, where you guys are going to live, what kind of place, what kind of house, what kind of, commute you will have, like, how are you going to get to work? Are you going to do it at home? I am hearing that this person has everything figured out. At one point, they might have been really quiet and, not really commenting on things. But when they do come forward, this person is going to have everything chalked out, to help you. I'm sensing even in the connection later on, once you guys are together, whether married or committed, whatever the format of your connection, I am feeling that, this person is going to be like a protector, a provider. I feel that, it's going to be like a constant balancing act in this connection with this flexible. I am getting the message that you both will have to be constantly balancing, and that is something that happens in connections, right? Your person might still be a person who is not very talkative, right? They are silent and quiet by nature, but when they take action, they are, super, super focused, right? I am getting that this person might be, I sense you guys are going to have a very beautiful living arrangement, because I don't know why I'm seeing this, embracing the future and this flexibility card. Perhaps you guys might be traveling, off and on because of business, because I do feel that this person might either be someone who's doing really well in business or in their career, and it might involve traveling, and you both are going to be going off and on. But mostly I do feel that, this connection, you might have a very beautiful place that you are living in, because I am seeing these mountains here, beautiful ones here also. And then I'm seeing this really grand sort of, structure and then this map here. So I don't know, I'm getting the sense of a very beautiful house, or a very beautiful house in a very beautiful location, as well as traveling back and forth. I mean, that is what your connection might involve in the future. It is going to be action packed. It's not going to be a boring connection. It is you are going to be constantly evolving, I'm hearing, as well as, you know, it's going to be full of action. I do feel that both of you will have goals and plans, you know, that you will be discussing with each other, and you will have to compromise. Obviously, every relationship requires one to, you know, compromise, but this is like a very adventurous sort of a feeling that I'm getting from your connection, from your happily ever after, pile number one. All right. Do get ready to embrace, you know, some new place. I do sense you guys are going to relocate or something together, or be in a place. I'm also getting that you might be in a place which is a little far from the madding crowd, or something that you're not used to. Okay, so you might have to make some compromises, but in terms of your person, I sense this is a very reliable person. This is not a player energy. This is not a very light-hearted energy. This is a very serious person, intense, serious, very dedicated sort of person. Okay, they are going to, you will have to make certain changes in your life in order to sort of, you know, be with them. But this is a person who is a stalwart, right? They are not moving away from you. They are not leaving you. And, you know, just give them some time to sort of come up to the mark. All right. So this is your happily ever after, pile one. I don't know if you think you know someone like that, because I do sense this connection is going to happen after a while. Like, it's going to come together after a while. So you might know a person like that. If you do, maybe that is the one. Okay, now let's go to pile number two. Pile number two with the red rose. Who is your happily ever after, and how will it happen? The Fates. Beautiful card to get in the beginning. Nine of Swords. Five of Wands. Pleasure. My life is deliciously joyous. Okay. Man holding a coin. Okay. Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I'm a mender. Okay. Okay, so pile number two. I'm just trying to assimilate all this. I will start once I understand what's going on here. So pile number two, what I'm seeing is that now this could be a person you know or knew, or this could be a new person. Okay, but there is something about both of you getting into some sort of a tussle, a fight, a disagreement, and going your own ways initially. All right, so it's almost like running like a story for me over here. So it's almost like, you know, perhaps, I don't know, you guys might have, you know, it's like the what I'm getting here is that fate had other plans, and fate had a kind of timing for you guys to get together. So perhaps if you met initially, if you have met this person initially, then you know, you might not have gotten along, and you might have you know, gone your other, you know, your own separate ways initially, right? Because it was not the right time. I am sensing that this is definitely a destined connection. It is like, maybe you guys would not have been aware at that time when you first met, but this was fate in action, right? This connection was always meant to come together, right? For people who do not know this person, I feel your first meeting with them is going to involve some sort of a, you know, like a rift or something. Okay, you might end up getting into a war of words or just disagreeing with each other. And you know, something about this person kind of makes you anxious, or vice versa, you know, something about you makes them anxious. So like you can see, you know, in this there are two people. One is looking in this direction, the other is looking in that direction. So there is something about both your viewpoints being very, very different, right? There is something about that, and perhaps that is the reason initially, you know, you guys might be like blocked off to each other. I see this person with a spear here, and you know, he's not letting anybody in. Maybe you might be at a certain when you meet this person, you might be in a space, I feel, where you or they might be in a space where you might have gone through something. I feel you might be having anxieties and fears about connections, you know, in general. Maybe you are concentrating a lot on your work, on your finances, stuff like that, right? On your own pleasure, you know, on being on basically having an anxiety less you know, living, anxiety less lifestyle, because you know, any connection will always have, you know, a lot of work, right? So I really feel that you guys might be at this time when you meet this person, you know, if you don't know them already, you might be in this place where, you know, you or they, in fact, I feel both of you might be in a place where you are really enjoying your everyday life, right? And you have no such plans or anything of sort of, you know, like getting into a connection, let alone a long-term one. All right, I do sense that you might be guarded, blocked off, and you might not even sort of, you know, like want to consider any connections. But fate has other plans is what I'm hearing. Fate has other plans. I do feel that, you know, something is going to, fate is going to bring you back together again. All right, now I do sense that maybe that is going to happen through some sort of a work move. I feel a business or work, because here you guys are, right, you know, like just going your other way, your own ways, after whatever happened here, right? But here is, you know, this man holding a coin and mending bridges. So it's like either this happens multiple times, that, you know, every single time you guys meet, you know, something disrupts your connection because it's not the right time. That is for people who know this person. All right, if you don't know this person, I do feel that it's going to be like the first time you meet, it's not going to really take off. Okay, you might even be a little rankled with each other, irritated. Okay, and then fate is bringing you back again. Okay, it could be, I'm sensing with this man holding a coin that, you know, this is going to be something like a collaboration. Maybe this person is going to, your person is going to come to you with some sort of a business offer or something like that to mend whatever, you know, like happened, you know, to mend this bridge, right? I feel that this person, is going to be overthinking it before coming to you. They are going to be overthinking it, They don't understand the reason why they feel such a major pull towards you, all right? They don't understand why they're feeling this major pull towards you. They might sort of tie themselves up in knots before coming, overthinking, being anxious, thinking about what other people would say, and then perhaps they might come back or come into your life with some sort of business offer. I'm getting, okay, like a work offer, right? For some of you, I'm getting, maybe you guys are a little popular or something, so this person is like really anxious about, like they don't want to fight off competition, or they're worried about how they're going to fight off competition. So, maybe this person has their fears. I do sense that your person is somebody who, with this man holding a coin, I feel that this person is someone very abundant, all right, in their life, in their work, in their finances. In fact, for some of you, I feel this person is doing really well. With this pleasure card, it's like they have a very lavish lifestyle. They have like a very, like a very comfortable living, very pleasurable living, okay? And it's also possible that both your lifestyles are very different, I'm getting. Maybe that is the reason you don't click at first. But somehow I feel this person might come into your life to heal your connection or to mend your connection with some sort of a work offer, okay? And then you guys might go out for coffee or something after that, and that's when this whole thing starts off, all right? Because the bridges are going to mend after this rift is bridged. This is fate. This will be fate working in the background, right? And it is not going to be something that you can escape, because this is a fated connection, right? I do feel that your person is somebody who is prone to a bit of overthinking, anxiety, worry. Maybe they're very logical or practical, or, maybe they're just used to having like a, being in a very competitive world, right? So they are a bit guarded about things, and maybe that is the reason why you guys might sort of, not hit it off initially. But fate is going to bring you guys back together. I don't know, I'm getting very attracted to this pleasure card here, coffee, with this coffee here. Okay, it's going to be very significant. Your something about coffee or tea rather might be something very significant. This is where you guys are going to bond, I feel. All right, over a cup of coffee. It says, my life is deliciously joyous. So it's like something about, you guys meeting over a cup of tea or coffee is going to introduce you to the other side, the more beautiful side, the more pleasurable side to this connection, all right? And once you are with them, like we are talking about a happily ever after here, so this is most probably like a long-term commitment or something. So once you are with this person, I feel life is going to be like very, I'm getting the feeling of being like, in luxury, being lavished with gifts and attention. I do feel that you guys you will still have this sort of opposing points of view, but it's going to, it might cause fights, because I am seeing Five of Wands. I see that someone here might be very guarded about accepting different opinions, right? Somebody here might be a little too anxious. Please apply it as it fits. Somebody might be overthinking things, so there are very different points of view. You both are very complementary energies, I feel, okay? But you will have to deal with this issue here, okay? Because you don't want to quit. Neither of you wants to quit. You are each other's happily ever after, but you're very different people, right? And you will have to, compromise is what I'm hearing. Compromise, because there's no other way, right? But in terms of how this connection is going to be, I really feel that despite the differences, you guys are always going to keep coming back to each other. It's almost like a pattern I'm seeing, you know. There is a dispute and then you come back, because you just can't stay away from each other. It's almost like you're two split sides of a coin, right? So, you know, the yin and the yang, or whatever, you know. And I do sense you guys might get into some sort of work together. With this man holding a coin, maybe you will work with this person or work in their own business, in their work, something like that. Life is going to be financially stable, all right? I do sense with this pleasure card and this coffee here that your intimacy, you know, intimacy, your sex life basically is going to be really good. I mean, whatever, I don't know, that was a message that came in. I think this aspect of your connection is going to be very, very intense and very you know, like it's going to be really good, I feel, because it's almost like you guys are like opposite energies, the masculine and the feminine, right? So the attraction is very intense, you know. It's like I'm seeing that, like I'm feeling that attraction factor, right? That is going to make your you know, physical intimacy very, very strong, I feel, all right? I also feel that I'm getting the feeling that there might be travel involved here. So for some people, you might have to compromise on your travel schedules. Maybe your person is in another location or has to travel, and you also have to travel. So you will have to make those plans before you come together, you know, or even during. You'll have to constantly keep making plans, I think, because both of you might be either working in different fields or in you know, different locations. So there is something that needs to be worked out, right? But overall, I feel this is a fated connection. This is not going to break up. Yes, you will have a lot of ups and downs, but you know, you keep coming back to each other. It's like magnets, you know, you both are like magnets, right? You cannot get away, and it is destined. It is something that, you know, fate has sort of arranged. So no matter what your agendas, no matter how your lifestyles are, how different, you guys are coming together. And this coming together is going to lead to a lot of, I do feel a lot of peace, a lot of pleasure, all right? And just a sense of stability. Okay, so this is what I feel for you, pile 2. Right, so let's go to pile 3. So pile 3 is the peach rose. So who is your happily ever after, and how is it going to happen? Chop wood. 5 of Pentacles, the Sun, Voyage, I'm safe and loved no matter where I am, Cornucopia, Flying Free. Okay guys, so what do we have here? So pile 1, what I am seeing here is that your happily ever after, I don't know why, I am getting with this Flying Free and this Voyage cards here, okay? I do feel that a lot of you might meet this person on a voyage or a vacation or something like that, you know. For some of you, it could be on a ship or a ferry. For the others of you, it could be on a flight, okay. to some other place, right? So that's the first hit I got. All right. Now I do sense that, you know, you or your person or both of you are going to be like in this really, you know, humdrum sort of life. All right. Before meeting each other, right? So it's not exactly bad, right? With the chop wood card, I feel you would be, you know, like involved in these everyday chores of your life, you know, your work, household tasks and things like that. And yes, there might be a feeling of being a little lonely, you know, seeing the others and, you know, like kind of watching from the sidelines. So there might be a feeling of being a little lonely, but then you know, you or they occupy, yeah, they, you know, you guys occupy your time by doing some stuff. Like, you know, I do feel, this is mostly I feel about your person. I think they would be someone who's very practical. All right, somebody who's very practical. So, you know, they don't like moping around, but, you know, they do get, I do sense that this person might be getting into this kind of a, you know, energy, thinking that, you know, like, am I ever going to be happy? Am I ever going to go out, have friends, you know, that kind of thing. But they, you know, they might just be, you know, involving themselves in a lot of work to get out of this energy, I feel. All right, I'm seeing this mostly as your person, but please apply it as it fits. I sense even you might be, you know, in this energy. For some of you, I'm getting that, you know, one of you is going to be in this energy of being a little, you know, feeling a little left out, feeling, you know, like doing everyday tasks, being a little bored. And the other one might be, you know, might have just discovered their freedom, might be in the public eye, might be really enjoying life. Okay, so there are these contrasts here as well that I'm seeing, so please apply it as it fits. But I feel one person is going to be like this really practical, you know, day-to-day kind of in the zone of being very practical and day-to-day and feeling a little lonely. Okay, and the other person's going to be like out there, you know, with this field of sunflowers that I'm seeing, and this girl dancing and flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. I do feel that one of you might have just come across your self-love or feeling liberated in some way, you know, like just kind of learning to unfurl your wings. Maybe you might have been like, you know, a little, you might have dimmed your light, you might have been a little limited in some way, and, you know, you just want to just like be done with it now, you know. So maybe you guys are like, you know, having fun, going out, you know, kind of enjoying yourself, even planning vacations, I sense, you know, something here about that sort of an energy here as well. Okay, I really feel this is like almost like getting in touch with your inner child. So one of you is going to be in that sort of an energy. Okay, now I sense that the meeting is going to happen when the planets align at a certain time. Okay, now this is very much like this divine timing is what I'm seeing. All right, like this is this wheel of fortune here, it's the zodiac wheel, and there is a certain time, like a certain perfect time when this meeting is going to happen. So it's almost like fated. Okay, it is going to happen, but it will happen, you know, when the time is right, when all conditions are, you know, looked after, when the skies are clear, when the work is done, you know, this meeting is going to happen. Most probably, I am definitely sensing that this might be you heading for a very beautiful vacation or a, you know, taking a voyage somewhere. So you might meet them, you know, on your way while you're traveling to a certain place, or you might meet them at that place. All right, so this is what I feel about your meeting. Okay, now I really feel that with your person, the kind of person they are, I really feel this person is a very hardworking person. All right, they're very balanced, they're very hardworking, but slightly lonely people, I feel. okay? Like they have certain beliefs, or maybe they have certain philosophies, or maybe some of them might just have so much work that you know, it doesn't leave them with too much time to sort of, you know, like be with other people. This person also has a lot of high standards, I'm hearing, right? And that is the reason why they don't have too many people around them, okay? Maybe this person is also used to traveling because of their work, right? Maybe they are used to traveling. Maybe they might be, at the time when you guys meet, maybe this person is also going through some sort of a financial crunch, okay? But something about you guys meeting, like when I pair up the sun card and the cornucopia card, it's like full of sunlight, right? There's something about you guys, you know, together bringing about a lot of abundance into each other's lives. Okay, look at the abundance here, look at the light here. Like there is something here, okay, about both of you getting together, and then your happily ever after is truly like a happily ever after. It's a cornucopia, right? So I feel your person, we were talking about your person, so I think your person is a little, you know, it's possible you or your person might also be in the public eye. I do sense we are talking more about your person, so I feel this person might be in the public eye to some extent, and probably that is the reason they feel a little left out and lonely, because, you know, if you are kind of famous, then, you know, you cannot really, you know, just mingle just like that, right? I do feel this person is a little lonely, however, because of their status or something, and it's not necessary that, you know, they are in the public eye. So it's even possible that this is a very successful person, you know, somebody who is used to just running around and, you know, traveling and setting up their business, you know, doing all the work. So they don't really have time for you know, too much of sort of, you know, like hanging around, right? So I really feel that, and yeah, with this, the sun card, I'm also getting maybe your person has a child or something like that, you know, but please apply that as it fits. With the cornucopia, I do feel your person is somebody who has very, you know, very high standards and good taste. Okay, like with this, I'm seeing like, you know, maybe they like to dress really well, maybe they're very good looking as well, right? I mean, with the sun card here, I feel this person is quite good looking, right? Quite shiny in some way, right? I'm also getting that your person is like, they have these shades, okay? One time they're like really playful and sunny and all that, and then at one time they might just feel like they might just be like, you know, like a little quiet, not really sharing something with you, you know. But I really feel that, you know, this person is somebody who's going to kind of unfurl, or rather come into their full personality once they meet you, okay? Because it says here, I unfurl my wings and fly, and then it says I'm safe in love no matter where I am. So it's like, I think, you know, this person is going to come into their own once they meet you, or once they travel to a certain place, something like that. There is something about travel here, right? So maybe this person might even be coming to the place where you are, or you might be going to the place where they are, you know, and that's how you might meet, right? But this person is someone who's going to sort of bloom, is what I'm hearing. They're going to bloom into their true self, you know, once they connect with you. Something about you inspires this person to you know, become their true self, to become their free self. Something is there here about that, okay? And in terms of your connection, I really feel it's going to be amazing, okay? Your happily ever after is really shiny, pile 3. Okay, I see the number 11 here, so this is like, you know, a master number. This is also denoting two people. Maybe both of you are, you know, like both of you are established in some way. You have power of your own in some way, and both of you, when you come together, a whole lot of abundance comes through. I do sense you guys might also be in the public eye for some, in some capacity, I feel, right? You might be in the public eye together or separately, but if we are talking about your happily ever after, I do feel that you guys are going to be in the public eye. All right, very inspirational couple, very abundant, in terms of not just their wealth, but even their like their wisdom, their resources, their love, their home. Like I'm seeing parties here, I'm seeing like, good food, like really, enjoying life, taking voyages together. Like this is a connection, like I feel that, initially maybe you or your person or both of you might have been like in a very humdrum sort of life, very, like run of the mill, nothing exciting happening. But, like with you guys meeting up, it's like, whoa, it's like the sun shining full on. All right. This person is going to introduce you to adventure, to happiness, to being your own self, to being innocent, being like your childlike self. Like this is somebody who is going to unlock you, is what I'm hearing. Unlock the true you. It's like I'm hearing spirits say that it's going to be like a very hard earned reward. Like, chop wood is the card of like, constantly working, right? So perhaps you or your person has always been like, you've been always working in this area of love, and never really got your due full on. But this is like the universe giving you your full due. Pile number 3. We have 10 here. This card is the number 10, and then we have the number 11 here, right? So we are, going from like, the sun is anyways the most positive card in the deck, right? But beyond the sun, we have cornucopia. I mean, this is something like, I don't know, like I'm getting like the happiness is more sacred, right? Maybe this is a sacred connection or something, because this is something that is not going to end like, even like, oh my God, now I'm going like way above limit. It's not ending. This joy that both of you share, this love that both of you share is not ending with just the end of, your this lifetime of yours. It continues on into, heaven as well, or the beyond, the spirit world, whatever it is. Okay, so yeah, that was a side note for all of you who are in sacred connections. But this is what this is what I'm getting for your happily ever after, pile number 3. This is simply amazing. This is full of light here. So do I have anything else? There is something about travel here, guys. I don't know, maybe your person is going to travel to you, or you might have to travel to where your person is, and there might be some sort of hesitation to do that, because with the 5 of Pentacles, because you're more used to being obviously where you are. But if you like do, obviously you will take a leap of faith and go ahead, but it's going to turn out to be a place much better, a location much better than what you have experienced. Okay, so if you do have any hesitations at that point of time, don't be do be a little adventurous and go ahead and go for it, right? This could also be if your person is traveling to you or something like that, or where you are. They might not be feeling so comfortable because they're coming from another place, but they are safe, they are loved, and they are going to be sticking around because they have you to meet up with, right? But this is like this is an amazing connection, guys. Congratulations. I hope that this, brought a smile to your face and made your day. Right? I'm going to leave you with that now. Bye-bye.